context for my second case is that as I'm writing my own blog posts, I also want to know what is happening in the Microsoft IT industry and community. So I'm following multiple different channels, not only blogs, but also community forums. So as you can see on the screenshot, from the last 4 days, there have been posted more than 500 messages, posts, or whatever. So keeping track on that is really hard. I try at least once a week, review all of them, but actually it was very important to me to have those most important for me that comes, for instance, from official Microsoft channels to be somehow highlighted. And my tool that I'm using, the Feedly, is not giving me such capability. So what I've done is I used to Microsoft Flow RSS trigger that when a new content has been published on the data source, it is being added to my to-do list as a task. And the logic behind it is really simple. So if the post is published before noon, it is added to today's tasks. And if it is published after noon, it is added for the task tomorrow. So thanks to that, I can keep my to-doist tasks well organized. But there is one more problem, because there are actually 4 main data sources that I want to follow. And unfortunately, in Flow, there is no option to have multiple triggers to being processed by one flow. So what it means is that actually I should have added 4 times the same logic, where the only change is the content source, the RSS feed. And that may be problematic from the perspective of maintenance. So for instance, I could change the category of the task that is added. So if I wanted to do that, I would need to update all 4 flows. So what I've done is that I use an architecture that is split on 2 parts. First part is responsible for triggering when the post is published and send it to my custom HTTP connector, which of course is another flow that is triggered by HTTP requests received. And in this flow, I'm doing all the cleaning for the data and also the logic with which date the new task should be created and created. So as you can imagine, that result in 5 flows, from which 4 should never be changed because they are too simple. It's just getting the being triggered and just passing the most important data to my aggregator flow. And in the aggregator, I'm doing all the logic, and I can, if I want to do some change, I should only do that in this flow. Here you can see all 5 flows that are aggregating my feeds, my main important feeds. So let's quickly see how those yellow ones are built. So first block trigger that is following the RSS feed. And then it's passing the data, only the data that I know I will use later on. It's passing it to my another flow. And in my another flow, the aggregator, this is how it is built. So it's expecting data being passed in specific format. This is written in the JSON. And some logic what is the current hour, and based on that, I'm adding a task to my planned project in the to-doist with the title of, as you can see, like this, formatted in this way. So this is it. The result looks like this. So here you can see that I've got list of tasks for today, list of tasks for tomorrow, and some of the tasks are related to reading specific posts. And as you can see, some of them are planned for today and another is planned for tomorrow. And yeah, that will be it. I see this solution, the architecture of this solution could be very useful for you. For instance, if you want to follow specific channels in your organization, so it don't have to be related to your personal life, but maybe related to your professional life as well.